you're an advocate by profession. You've succeeded in logistics and now cutting your teeth in mining and energy.
Every woman reinvents herself to make sure that she survives sectors. As you know, we're going through an economic turbulent time. Unless we are able to spread our risk and be the best we can in a lot of things, we will not ensure sustainability for the future generation of women.
You know, you use the word survive, and do you find as a woman you have to survive? I mean, as opposed to thriving.
The reality is, Cabello, a lot of people back jockeys in a race. And like any business, as a woman, when you're a jockey in that race, remember, we are multitask individuals as well. So yes, we have to survive, whether it's on a professional, personal or business note. You have to ensure that you are in touch with every aspect of your business. And that means that you have to give up a lot of sleeping time.
More so than men.
Oh, for sure, by far.
You're saying that as a man, we're having to get by, we can rather get by with much less.
As a man, you ask yourself the question, when you go home, what do you do next? Most men will tell you, well, they'll tune into their golf, or the good ones will help their wives get homework done, and then make time for whatever it is they do as a hobby. But 6 times out of 10, I've seen that women have to make sure they sort out their children emotionally. Financially, they got to make sure that that household is running. We take care of our parents.
Priya, teach me and teach us as men, what can we do not to make it easier, you know, because I don't think we should make it easier. It's to empower you in the boardroom and all sectors of business.
The first thing we need to do as men is to remove the stereotype thinking. You know, I heard a lot of men say sarcastically yesterday, so why do we have a Women's Day? Because every day is Women's Day. And that really isn't true. You have to recognize and appreciate and then find a way to assist in some of the pain and harsh consequences that we go through, both in business and in private life. Change your thinking. It's a paradigm shift. Understand that whilst we may not be able to give all of our attention to this one particular task undivided because of all our other responsibilities, we can nonetheless achieve it and get the desired outcome with the amount of time we have on our hands. Relinquish control, relinquish authority, take down those walls, open up your offices, open up your hearts, open up your minds, and start sharing with us some of your secrets that makes it easy for you to get to where you are.
Let's talk about the name, Women of Africa. I mean, I walked around your offices and it's predominantly women.
Yes. So we're 70% at this office female, and...
Was that purposeful?
Absolutely. And in fact, I have a moratorium on all male members being hired unless it's a critical position where there are no females that want to take it up. I want to create an environment where they feel that this is their safe. They can come here and be anything they want to be. They can share and they can learn and they can grow with each other. I don't want to create an environment where they feel that they need to outprove themselves against their male counterparts.
Are we doing enough for women empowerment in our country?
You know what we're doing enough of is talking.
Talking about it.
Talk is cheap. The only way to really do it is to understand what the critical needs are for success for the women that are unable to do so. We started a program which is totally outside of our current business. It's with the Agricultural Development Agency based in Pietermaritzburg. We've identified 17 women farmers and we are mentoring them through.
How can our current education system help with us understanding this issue of women empowerment?
I believe that our education system is flawed. It's flawed in the sense that it teaches you to just chase a degree and obtain a certain paper without necessarily teaching you what to do after that with it. I believe that entrepreneurship is core to this country and it in fact should be taught at a lower level. We have a very close, strong relationship with the Department of Education, And there's a program that we'll run called the Future Leaders Program. It's targeting grade 12 learners, and the idea is to take them through an entire workshop, a rigorous workshop, where they learn everything from budgeting yourself to building on your very own business idea, to understanding whether you are actually going to be putting your mind to the right degree, to introducing them to bursaries, scholarships, touching on their arts and crafts side, teaching them that maths and science can be embraced, nothing to be difficult with. But at the same time, I think what we need to do as a country is focus on equal education in terms of the curriculum. There are vast differences between the haves and the have-nots. And in order to start bridging some of those gaps, it means that we need to start refining the way in which we do things. The one other obstacle, which we must be very honest and talk about as well, is what we call the PhD syndrome, the pull her down syndrome. Women need to help other women grow. We need not to decide that we're going to hold on to power and be in charge of everything. It doesn't work that way. You know, if our daughters are going to be the next generation of leaders in the country, ethical leadership, people with integrity, that means we've got to push her up. We've got to let her go and push her further. And it's not just about our daughters, it's all our daughters of Africa. To every man out there, try to make that difference. Try to give that woman that's not able to start up an opportunity. And realize that if we're going to change from a country where we are dependent on a fiscus to a country that is really churning and making our own money, the idea is to push entrepreneurship across all levels now. And to be loyal and patriotic to your brand of South Africa.